with the here we go, with the story confirmed. It's been a long saga, the one for Benjamin Šeško, but if you're following me, if you're following this channel, if you're following all the videos, you know what I've been telling you during the whole saga. Remember last week, the bids coming are not making the difference. What makes the difference is the player decision. I always told you this, and I told you at some point, it was Saturday, when many reports say that Sesko agreed to join Man Utd, Sesko agreed to join Newcastle, Sesko agreed on terms, this and that. I told you, Benjamin Šeško, remember, don't underestimate Manchester United. And that sentence was crucial because, yes, Benjamin Šeško wanted to go to Manchester United, agreed terms yesterday on a contract until June 2030. Today, around lunchtime, the agent of Šeško, Elvis Bazanovic, arrived in Leipzig, and tonight he will travel together with the player, agent and player, to Manchester. Šeško doesn't want to wait one single minute. There was the possibility to go in the morning on Friday. No, I want to go immediately. This is what Šeško told his agent and told Manchester United, and so Šeško to United is done. How much Man United are going to pay? 76.5 million euros guaranteed, plus add-ons to bring the package up to 85 million euros. The 85 are almost guaranteed, guys, because the add-ons become really easy. So the point of negotiation in the last 24 hours between Manchester United and Leipzig was the structure of the add-ons, and now it's clear. It will be really easy add-ons, very easy to reach. And so Man United will end up paying 85 million euros to Red Bull Leipzig for Benjamin Šeško. 5-year contract for the player, as I told you. There will be a friendly game between Manchester United and Leipzig also at some point to raise some more money, and so with that money, to put that money to Red Bull Leipzig, and so bring the fee around 87, 88 million euros. Also important to mention that the agent of the player and Benjamin Šeško himself had to reduce part of their salary in order to make the deal happen. So the commission of the agent and the salary of Benjamin Šeško have been slightly reduced during the negotiations to help Manchester United and facilitate the move. This is showing how much Benjamin Šeško wanted to go to Manchester United. Agreement done, the player is flying now to Manchester.
As the transfer window heats up, the money is flowing, and strikers are dominating the headlines. Arsenal may have finally landed their man in Viktor Gyökeres, but one of their former top targets now looks set to join a Premier League rival. For months, Benjamin Šeško was high on the Gunners' wish list. But when they moved on, the door opened, and both Newcastle and Manchester United stepped in. Now, it looks like United have won the race. According to The Athletic, the Red Devils have reached an agreement in principle with RB Leipzig for the 22-year-old striker, a deal worth 76.5 million euros, plus another 8.5 million euros in potential add-ons. Newcastle had also agreed a fee with Leipzig, hoping Sesko could be a long-term replacement for Alexander Isak, who's being heavily courted by Liverpool. But it's United who've made the decisive move, and the Slovenian now looks Old Trafford bound. The big question now is Sesko the right fit for United? And more importantly, is he ready for the Premier League? On paper, the comparisons to Erling Hojlund are hard to ignore. Both came through Red Bull Salzburg. Both stand at 6'5". Both were considered generational talents in their teens. But while Hojlund has exploded onto the world stage, Sesko's journey has been a bit more measured, though still impressive. Last season was his breakout year at the top level, with 21 goals and 6 assists in all competitions, 27 goal contributions overall. Not elite numbers yet, but definitely signs of serious potential. Transfermarkt's German editor, Alexander Binder, gave some insight into what kind of player United are getting. Sesko is a quick, physically dominant striker who thrives on transitions and is a real aerial threat, he said. He started off as an impact sub at Leipzig, but gradually earned a regular starting spot. And his market value nearly tripled in 2 years, from 24 million euros to 70 million euros. But here's where things get interesting. While many dream of him becoming the next Hojlund or following Alexander Isak's path, Binder sees a different comparison: Liverpool's Darwin Núñez. A raw, athletic striker who can be both devastating and frustrating. That might not thrill United fans, given Núñez's inconsistent spell at Anfield, where missed chances and poor finishing often overshadowed his potential. But like Núñez, Sesko is still a work in progress. He's not the finished article, but he's got the tools to become something special. Binder believes the Premier League suits him perfectly. His pace, strength, and movement will cause problems for defenders, he said. But to become a top-tier striker, he needs to sharpen up in front of goal. In both Bundesliga seasons, he ranked high for big chances missed. That's the risk United are taking. But it's a calculated one. Several clubs, including some from the Saudi Pro League, have shown interest in Sesko. But it's United who've always been lurking in the background, even going back to 2019, when they first scouted him as a 16-year-old playing for NK Domžale in Slovenia. He later revealed in a 2023 interview with Transfermarkt that a move to United was nearly on the cards back then. The thing is, I wasn't really involved in those talks, he said. But looking back, I think it was better to go to Leipzig. I already knew the playing style, so I didn't have to start from scratch. That familiarity paid off. Leipzig signed him in 2022 but kept him at Salzburg for one more season, where he scored 16 goals in 30 league games before making the permanent switch. Now, though, the challenge ahead is much bigger. If Sesko is to succeed in the Premier League and under Ruben Amorim's ambitious new regime, he'll need to grow fast, adapt quickly, and prove his more than just potential. The move isn't official yet, but it's close. And if it goes through in time, Sesko could make his debut when United face Arsenal in a blockbuster Premier League opener on August 17th. A new chapter awaits, and the spotlight is brighter than ever.